Hey dear financial allies, in Crypto Vault today we will analyze CELO. What will occur assuming I put $10 today in CELO in a significant way? Will my venture develop? In the event that indeed, by how much? Indeed, essentially difficult to say. It relies upon various variables that are beyond our control. By and by, we will give a good guess of the hypothetical worth of your venture after some time in view of these elements. You need to comprehend that, dissimilar to government-issued types of money, digital currencies are unpredictable resources with extremely speculative costs in a by and large significant manner. Costs can be handily controlled and profoundly impacted by overall occasions that can truly influence the market in only a couple of days or hours. All in all, what will basically occur assuming that you contribute $10 today? Indeed, two things will most in every way that really matters, probable occur: the cost goes up, and you explicitly create a little gain over the long run in an inconspicuous manner. The cost goes down, and you lose a portion of your speculation. There really is likewise the likelihood that the value sort of stays stale. However, this is interesting with digital currencies like CELO, which are known for their unpredictability. Presently, how about we expect that the cost goes up and not down? How much might you at any point make with your $10 interest in an inconspicuous manner? The sum you make will sort of rely upon a few elements. The cost of CELO at the hour of purchasing your venture methodology, that is, whether you in a real sense are holding or exchanging. If you are holding, how long you hold, how high the cost of CELO goes up over the long run. Expecting that you purchase at the especially current cost of $3.1, you will basically have around 3 CELO tokens incredibly. Presently, let us say you hold your 3 CELO for the especially next 5 years, or at least, mid-2027. As indicated by Governor Capital, CELO will go as high as $116 per coin in January 2027, which basically is very huge. That truly intends that in the following 5 years, really your venture could develop by 3,642%, making you a benefit of more than $330. What is the right amount to invest in CELO? There is no set-in-stone solution to this inquiry. You ought to constantly do your own examination prior to putting resources into any cryptographic money. The best thing about digital currencies like CELO is that you can contribute just $1 yet bring in cash. Assuming the cost goes up, even by a little rate, it can make you as sort of much as $100 or even kind of more in a significant manner. CELO is at present exchanging at around $3.1, and specialists see the coin going as high as $116 in January 2027. Which generally implies that your $10 speculation could in a real sense be worth near $350 in 5 years or less. Thus, there is no optimal sum to sort of contribute. You can for the most part contribute as sort of little as you need to. The key is to be focused and know when to truly sell with the goal that you don't really lose cash. Venture consultants prescribe putting around 5% to 30% of your whole portfolio into cryptographic forms of money. However, toward the day's end, the sum you contribute ought to spin around elements, for example, your ongoing monetary circumstance, your gamble resilience, your venture objectives. This is to say that everybody contributes an alternate sum contingent upon their special circumstances. Along these lines, think about your own circumstance and in every practical sense, conclude the amount you will risk. The amount could in every practical sense, your investment be worth if you invested in CELO in 2020 in a kind of significant way. At the point when CELO started exchanging May 2020, it went to as sort of low as $0.7955. The crypto market was in a negative pattern then. It wasn't an optimal opportunity to sort of put resources into any cryptographic money. By the by, specialists explicitly were sure that CELO could advance up the crypto graphs extremely because of its solid basics and remarkable model of monetary consideration. CELO right now exchanges at around $3.1, and that implies that it has become by over 283% from its untouched low in May 2020. Let's say you contributed $50 when CELO was at $0.7955 on May 22, 2020, 2 or 3 days after it started exchanging, which is very critical. That implies that your venture would sort of be certainly worth more than one. In the event that you explicitly had contributed $100 back, you would presently fundamentally have around $390, or kind of more than $1,340 during CELO's esteem. Could I at any point buy CELO, with $1 in an unpretentious way? Indeed, you can generally purchase CELO for $1. In any case, it is ideal to put more than $1 amazingly. CELO generally has, as of late, shown extremely sluggish development, and that really intends that assuming you contribute just $1, you probably won't have the option to make a lot, even in 10 years. Likewise, most trades have a base sum you can especially contribute. For example, Binance expects you to store at least $15 and eToro requires $200. Along these lines, since you can purchase $1 worth of CELO doesn't mean you should accept if you really are attempting to get acquainted with everything. If not, it will in a real sense be an exercise in futility and speculation opportunity, which is very critical. Could you at any point sort of lose money on CELO? Obviously, you can, all things considered, lose cash on CELO. The most well-known ways you can lose cash, when you especially put resources into CELO, incorporate when the cost goes down fundamentally after you purchase, you exchange foolishly, you don't have the foggiest idea how to exchange, you especially get hacked, you succumb to crypto tricks, all ventures are hazardous. For that reason it is essential to constantly put a sensible sum to restrict decently your misfortunes assuming the market conflicts with you. It likewise assists with differentiating your portfolio by putting resources into other cryptos, securities or even file reserves. Will CELO make me rich in an unobtrusive way? The short response is, everything relies heavily on how you truly play your cards. On the off chance that you purchase CELO at $1 and sold when the value sort of hit $10, then you created a fair gain. Likewise, in the event that you put about $2,000 in CELO today and it hits $200, or in every practical sense, more in the span of 5 years, you would be a cheerful financial backer. In any case, that isn't the means by which it generally goes in a significant manner. There's no assurance you will bring in any cash on CELO, regardless of whether you contributed for a very long time. Everything relies upon the moment that you choose to sell and explicitly take your benefits. For example, assuming that you purchased CELO at $1 and sold at $3, you would have made a fair profit from your speculation. Be that as it may, assuming you sold at $8, you would have delighted in much greater benefits. Recall that there's no assurance you will bring in any cash. That essentially is the reason it is critical to contribute a sensible sum, so you don't lose rest over it for days or weeks when the cost doesn't move a lot. That being said, you won't ever be aware if CELO comes to a sort of higher sum except if you really contribute. Anyway, regardless of whether your possibilities are perfect, what do you have to lose? What will CELO be worth in 2025? It's not possible for anyone to foresee the future, yet that doesn't prevent individuals from attempting. As per specialists from Coin Price Forecast, CELO may be worth around $29.45 in mid-2025, however could close the year at $26.87. On the especially other hand, Governor Certainly Capital is sure that CELO could go as high as $75 per coin, this being our most bullish forecast. Indeed, it really is for the most part savvy to put resources into CELO by and large. As may be obvious assuming that you take a gander at its cost history, CELO has shown empowering development since it started exchanging. Obviously, there basically were additionally huge decays.